Hey guys, with Corona being the way it is, I thought this would be the safest and easiest way to do this part of the homework. I'm going to use a board and show and talk about the penetration game. So, if I was starting out with a team or if I was trying to improve our penetration game movement, basically where what happens when we win our defender when we are able to attack the basket with an advantage from the dribble, one on one, ball screen, defensive mistake. If I was starting out with a group, I would start with a three-man shell. I would start with this progression. Next progression, obviously, we would add our fourth man, considering it's a four-out system, and then our big man and where he moves. But right now, in the beginning, this is what I want to talk about. I want to talk about our dribble penetration automatics and what happens when we win on the penetration, attacking the basket, and are able to get inside the 3 second area, okay, in this area. My two core points are spacing and timing. So I'm going to talk a lot about when I'm teaching, I'm going to talk a lot about spacing and timing, and those are going to be my two big areas of emphasis. What I'm watching for and what I'm going to correct most of the time when I see it is the spacing and the timing, because that's really what makes the movements from the penetration work so well, and why we do it is to create more space for the dribbler and the timing for being able to shoot or continue the advantage and make an easy play. So to the right, we're going to have a lift and we're going to have a dive into the corner. Follow the dribbler, so if he gets stuck, he can turn around, or if the defense helps from that position, that's going to be an easy shot. If the defense helps from the corner, obviously, easy shot, or continue the penetration. Same thing with the top. Okay, that's what our first movement is going to look like. Same thing if we go the other way. Ball is here, penetrate left, dive corner, lift. If we move the ball to one of the sides, either side, doesn't matter, automatics are the same. Penetrate baseline, dive corner, follow the dribbler, lift, dive, and see where the help comes from. These are all shots or extra penetrations that you'll find when you're able to penetrate baseline. If you move, well, let me finish okay. If we go middle, our automatics, move left, dive down, okay? In this series, these guys, just like we talked about in class, should almost be tied to a string, or in my high school, we used to say the chain. Don't break the chain. That's what coach always used to yell at us. So imagine all these guys tied together with a chain. As soon as this penetration happens, these guys at the very same time are moving to their new positions: timing and, big important part, spacing. If he stays here, his defender can stay. We know these things, but those are the type of things that I would explain, that if you're staying here, your defender can stay. That means one guy can take the space of two players. And what we want to do is give this guy as much possibility, as much space as we can to get to the basket and score. Good defense, somebody's going to stop him. Somebody's got to come help and stop the ball. And when that happens, if we move in these automatic movements at the same time with good spacing, we're going to be able to find and keep the advantage and find an easy basket or an easy shot. And these are the movements and the shots that would be in my first progression.